people, these YouTube streets is getting dark, man. The streets done finally realized if you can't out-physical somebody, out-muscle them, out-tough them, out-goon them, out-think them, you can always out-police them. And it feels like this is where the culture is now leaning towards now. With Big U off the streets, everybody has their focus on Wack 100. I've been seeing.
I don't think it's everybody. I don't think it's the culture. I think it's just people like you and DJ Academics. You know what I mean? These guys are down for snitching. They are down for it. You know, so I don't think it's the whole culture, bro.
In 10-hour live streams of dudes pulling up various clips from various podcasts and Clubhouse appearances, trying to point to Wack 100 and assign crimes to him. I'm starting to see some nasty work going on, bruh. So Adam22 and DJ Academics have sort of seen the chatter online. So when they have Wack 100 on their programs, they ask, yo, Wack, are you concerned about, the chatter around you extorting people? Now, every time they bring it up, Wack 100 is not playing no games.
Nah, he always trying to turn the topic to something else, and they keep bringing it up, bro. Especially Adam22, bro, and he just be blatant with it. And it's like, bro, like they don't realize the Fed's been watching them the whole time. Like, do your homework on this. If you check the whole thing, bro, the Fed case, they're literally citing no jumper. Like, there's some citations in the case that where it's like word for word they're quoting things that happened on the podcast, bro. It's like, shut up, stop talking on the podcast. They got people calling in and just incriminating themselves, bro. This whole thing is a whole circus, bro. It's a whole circus
with it, bro, because Wack 100 understands the ramifications for that. Wack 100 shuts them down. The first person who confronted Wack 100 about this was Academics. Academics would tell Wack that he looked up the extortion statutes and definition, and he believes what Wack 100 did to Future can be seen as extortion.
I was even looking up this morning, the idea or what's determined as extortion under federal statutes. You leave yourself to some exposure based on, even when you used to run with it, like, for example, the Future story. That sounds like extortion. We ran down the airport and we extracted money from this guy who did not want to give it up. Like, we basically told him.
This is why you Igaboos and Igamites gotta cleanse your souls, man. And be very afraid of people like myself and DJ Academics, right? Academics just said, now this is something that I do too, so this is not out of this world. I believe him. Academics just said, I got bored, so I decided to look up all the statutes regarding extortion. Now, I got bored, so I decided to research, what are the laws regarding extortion? Yo, y'all can't win with us, man. Yo, be terrified of a dude, man, who gets bored and just start looking.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Guy, you're weird for that, bro. Like, for real, low-key weird for that. I'm not gonna hold you.
Different legislations, man. Different. So Wack 100 gets pissed, and Wack 100 starts telling Academics what happened between him and Future was not extortion, it was just business.
Here goes what you guys always do, right? Y'all like to add what I said. I'm a bet man, Academics.
I am too.
I'm a bet man.
I would bet you. But
right? Okay. So I will put up a little small wager if you can find a clip that say we took any money from Future.
Yeah, but demanding money and also demanding money, it might not be, again, extortion, but you see how, like in the RICO it said overt act, and show a pattern of trying to extort.
Let me correct you on something.
Go ahead.
When we saw Future act, if you tell me, yo, Wack, the whoop-de-whoop fresh, yeah, I gave them these 15,000. I went to the motherfucking studio down there where we recorded. Man, that was empty. Them niggas have been moved out. They beat me for my bag. Right? Okay. I'm coming through the Beverly Center. I see the Fresh and Fit niggas.
Okay.
You knowing me, what I'm going to do?
Yeah, you going to highlight them. Yo.
I'm going to say, hey, homie. Bro, Act tell me y'all beat him for 15,000. What's happening? Hold on. I'm going to get you on the phone. I've done this 1,000,000 times.
I still feel like they just be talking too much, bro. Like, now, granted, it's all content. It's all content, right? So we all got content. Everybody could talk about it. Jala could talk about it. I could react to Jala. Mac Mula could react to him. Mad people reacting to this whole Big U and Wack situation, and it really just started off with Big U for real, because Big U took it upon. Now, there's so many rumors and allegations about it. You can't even talk about it in this one video. But to piece it all together real quick, this one shorty is saying that Big U is the person responsible for deleting Nipsey Hussle back in 2019. And she's stating that Big U thought he was untouchable. That's why he got sloppy when he deleted this rapper slash football player, American football, in 2021. And apparently the feds were watching Big U because of deleting that American football player in 2021 as well. So from then, the feds put wiretap on Big U's phone, apparently. And because of that, they were able to find out a lot more information about the entire I think Big U is rolling 60s. Because what's his name? Brick Baby be saying on 6 Show, right? And they be saying this on podcasts. They be bringing gang politics on podcasts and talking about these things for the whole world to see. And the feds were watching this as well. So in the indictments or the citations or whatever, you can see where the feds are saying, yo, we started wiretaps on this date, but we also started getting information from this podcast on these dates. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy to me that these grown men, you know, just talking about everything. And it started from Big U. It went to Brick Baby. All the rolling 60s. It's this whole RICO thing. And the one guy who seems to be benefiting from it the most is this guy. But I still find he's talking just way too much.
Right? Hey, bro, boom, 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 boom. I've had some people say, Wack, they just covered the debt a week ago. They took care of me. Or I had some people say, yeah, bro, what's up? Like, we need to fix that. Right? So catching a nigga and taking something from a nigga is one thing. Right? But catching a nigga and saying, hey, homie, you took some money from the homie paid you.
When I heard Wack 100 respond back to academics and speak on the future situation, I was thinking, yo, am I remembering the future situation differently? Maybe it just came off worse at the time, but Wack 100 explained it pretty perfectly. We ain't extorted him, we just had a conversation with Future. So I went back to listen to the audio, man. And when I listened to the audio, bruh, looking back, oh, it's bad. Looking back at that audio right now and thinking about the climate we're currently in, that audio is bad. The story about Future actually came around because Wack 100 was explaining the culture of check-in. And he will say, back when Trick announced the check-in policy, him, Trick, Big U, and others had a treaty. We can call this treaty the Treaty of Versailles, right? Where Igaboos came together and they said, listen, okay, we run our
him and this Igaboo thing.
Coast, we can have a lock on it, all right? If somebody you want money from come over here, oh, we gonna get it for you. If somebody we want money from come over there, we gonna get it for you.
Trick's no-fly zone was based on the collective at that table when it was on. For instance, that was like, it was a real table at one time to where we knew what was going on, knew everywhere, in every region, to where we knew what was going on. Right?
Future fell victim to the Treaty of Versailles. So Wack 100 and Big U seen Future at LAX. Wack 100 and Big U knew that Future owed Trick money. So when Wack 100 seen Future, he acted swiftly. Now, what took place next didn't quite sound like the story we heard of. It was just business, man. You know, we had a conversation for you to give over the money. This sounded like force.
Future owed Trick some money. So me, Trick, and Big U was real close at the time, right? Hey, Future owed bro some money. All right, Trick in Detroit. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming to LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see on the other side? Future and the girl that's with the football player. Sierra. We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take them. I got him. When we come to the thing, I say, hey, homie, you got that money for Trick? He take off running. I'm chasing the dead homies through the Delta runs into a motherfucking terminal, and he runs into the thing, but it ain't hooked up to no plane. He left it, bro. Wow. He runs into the terminal, true story. He runs into the terminal, right? When he run into the terminal, he take his phone out, right? He know he can only go so far, because what you gonna do, jump onto the runway? That's a long drop down there, right? He throws the phone at me on speaker. All I hear is Stunner voice. He say, Wack, it's me, Stunner, talk to me. I say, Stunner, I'm busy right now. He said, yeah, but I don't want you to be, nephew. What the going on? I say, oh, trick a bag, man. He can't be in our backyard and he owe bro a bag. Either he gonna pay or he finna get up and then he gonna pay.
If I'm Wack, yo, I'm instructing.
Hold on, bro. And that's what I'm talking about. That's out of his mouth, bro. Ain't no AI on that. That's out of his mouth. Yo, Paul, yo, son, this guy gotta lose some, bro. Like, oh my God.
All these quote unquote clippers to take down every Clubhouse episode recordings you guys have of me, bruh. It gots to go, bruh. The digital trail is too deep.
I'm telling you.
He either pays or he gets effed up and then he pays. Ain't no other option. Listen, man, that don't sound like business. Okay, it don't. So when Academics is asking Wack 100 about this, I feel like when Academics heard this. So Academics probably forgot what he heard. So when Wack sort of gave him, like the story he gave him, Ack sort of forgot what he heard. But clips like this, now again, I'm not saying Wack 100 extorted Future, right? Or I'm not even saying this story is true. I'm saying this story sounds bad if this story is an accurate portrayal of what happened. Right?
No, that's true. That's true, because that's a recording of your recollection of the story, bro. And y'all basically run down on the guy in the airport. That's what you saying, bro.
Ain't Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit, right? He say, Wack, my word to you, I'll pay the debt. Let him be. I got business with that man. I said, what? He said, Wack, it's Stunner talking to you. As your brother, leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is. Send me Trick, I pay him in the morning. On me. I'm giving you my word. I threw it back the phone and walked away. Trick got his wife. This real shit. But what I'm saying is like, right, if we was gonna move, if we saw you, and our squads knew if they saw you at a hookah lounge or a club. It been times where niggas like, hey, well, I ain't gonna say no names, such and such at the club, lock him down. Them niggas go over there 20 deep to their VIP. Tell the security they don't pay you enough for this here. Look, continue to have your drinks. Y'all cool. Ain't nobody moving out to VIP till the homies get here. And we show up. Hey, what's up, homie? Yeah, that beat you was supposed to, that verse, gonna homie paid you for that verse? Yeah, you ain't finna be out here in the homie in Chicago and what's happening? We got a studio around the corner. Let's go. You now. This your security.
People look at LA and y'all see the palm trees, y'all see Hollywood. Y'all don't there's some real vultures on the West Coast.
Yo, it's probably so easy to be a cop now. Like, to be a detective, it's probably so easy. Like in terms of finding evidence, bro, they're giving it to you. Like, the cops don't gotta do much. They just gotta YouTube, podcast, or go on Clubhouse and just listen. Like they don't even need wiretaps. This is all public stuff. This is public stuff. They don't need warrants for this. They don't need wiretaps for this. They just gotta go on YouTube just like me and listen to these things and build their cases on it. This is so crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
This is why I stay in the house. I don't answer phone calls from nobody. I don't gossip with nobody, bruh. I don't pick sides. I stay in the house, make my content, bruh, and go. Yo, I even moved next door to the police because I live in LA County.
This guy.
Right? I'm not moving to Beverly Hills. No, I moved next door to where the police station is. I moved next door to where folks from the police academy live. That's where I live, bro. You know why?
We know why.
You is a evolved Igamite. I can't do nothing about it. Wack 100 would say that the Future situation wasn't really an anomaly. He will say that it got to a point where, they were booking people to show up just to press them.
And
all of that is
that's how he got Trick Daddy. He told Trick Daddy change the name. Trick Daddy started woofing. talking in Miami. They booked Trick Daddy on his show. He brought his dumb ass up to Detroit. It's on video on Google. They beat the shit out that good and ran him back. That's how his rap career was finished. On my mama, go Google it. You see him getting his
That's a fact. That happened.
up, all that, bro. Yeah, we was good for that. Booking it on a couple.
Boom Squad.
Yeah, we'll book you in a minute.
Boom Squad beat the shit out of that.
Because see, this you got to remember, we didn't lose no money. Because when we booked you, right, we was part of the bar and the dough anyway. So we was gonna get back whatever we gave you anyway. We didn't care. You wasn't getting nothing but the front end. We wasn't paying you the back. The back was a form of ass whooping.
Remember when
The back end was a formal ass. The back end was a formal ass. Oh nah, man.
Talk about self-incrimination, bro. Now I see why they call this DJ Act called this the content case. Cause bro, this whole case is just it probably was just built on people thinking they're making content, putting out juicy stories out there. But it's like, bro, everybody know what you're talking about. Everybody know what you mean by slat or you know, the backhand was, you know, like we know what these things are. Anybody, like detectives knows, the police know, bro. If your ops know, the cops know, like, you know. So why are you talking about this on recording? Why are you even talking about this, bro? Like, real street gang, you're not even supposed to be on the phone with none of this, bro. With none of this. On the phone with your homie who in it with you, you're not supposed to be on the phone with him. Going on recordings in front of cameras, in front of thousands of people, not just thousands of people, but where it's uploaded and can be rewatched an infinite amount of times. You gotta be slow. You've got to be slow, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all gotta take down this digital trail, bro. Y'all out of pocket, bro. Listen, bro. The big homie Wack right now, man, is the last savior of the West Coast, bro. If Wack goes down, man, the West Coast don't got nobody else, man, to keep it going, bro. I'll be real, man. If Wack goes down, the West Coast got nobody else to keep the podcast scene and entertainment scene really lit, bro. So y'all gotta take this down, Getty. Yo, this ain't cool, man. Getty, who's the other guy, man? Ray Gibbs, Clubhouse TV, bro. Y'all gotta take this down.
But if they take it down, are you gonna take down this video and every sub reactor like myself, you think they're gonna take down their video? It's done, bro. He cooked. It's already up. It's up. It's up. It's stuck, bro. Like, there's no, if they take it down, you not taking down this video, cause you been on fire. Poetic Flacco been on fire with this case, dropping like 5 videos a day. You're not taking none down. You making bread off of this. Nobody else gonna take it down, because this right now is the hottest topic in not just hip-hop culture, because Big U was connected to so many other things, right? So there are multiple people doing reaction videos to these videos, and you're one of the closest source, so you're being clipped and reacted to by many people. Ain't no way, like, bro, it's done. It's done. The video is up. The clips are up. We're hearing the audio. It's crazy.
Now, Big U would actually respond back to Wack 100 telling his future story, and he would say it's not true. So Big U understood the ramifications of that story like a year or two ago. So he understood that he didn't want to be really associated with that story at all. Big U writes, I have never been in LAX airport with Wack 100, nor did we run down on Future. Fact. I wish y'all would get it in your head. These people lie all day. 10% truth, 90% them. I hate how no matter what someone say about Big U is just true. When is the hate going to stop? I made one mistake. That was building with a blank. And for that, B's and C's, I'm sorry. Academics would inquire about other things. Like, for example, Hassan Campbell would say that he has a recorded phone call of Wack 100 admitting that he extorted Oscar De La Hoya.
But next you know, you want that, you ain't got time to work here.
You know, it's crazy. I remember this. The cops probably was watching this dude too. I remember this. When was this? Oh my goodness, when was this? A few years ago. Maybe a year or 2 ago. Maybe even 3. Hassan Campbell. He was dropping videos on Wack 100 and Big U like crazy and just exposing stuff. And then he went silent.
That's a body, man. Everybody know dude is a body, man. I've been saving his career, bro. Niggas he got all the footage.
Wow.
Yeah, his baby mama with him. His baby mama sucking the other nigga Nipsey behind him.
Oh no. Yeah, it was getting juicy, right? But y'all still didn't hit that like button. Go get it on Patreon then. Do you hear how he's talking about Nipsey, how he had a sex tape, how he was blackmailing him? The even had a sex tape on Oscar De La Hoya.
He said, oh, it was getting juicy, but you still ain't gonna hit that like button.
He allegedly was blackmailing the Oscar De La Hoya. This is the devil of Hollywood. Oh, Wack, how you feel now? This isn't your own role. You didn't know I was recording you.
What's crazy is all my life, I've heard about the Oscar De La Hoya situation. I knew that it existed. But it wasn't until I got to LA that I found out that Wack 100 was associated with that situation. Academics will ask Wack 100, do he feel like the Oscar De La Hoya situation was extortion and is he worried? Wack 100 would say that, nah, it's all just business.
What I had access to, bro.
You did have the Oscar De La Hoya either pictures or tape, though.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I never said that.
You made it.
I said the attorneys.
They paid like $850,000, huh?
No, it was way more than that.
Really?
It was way more money than that. That's just, you know.
Not because he talked about it. I mean, there was news articles back in 2018 saying Oscar De La Hoya and ex Shannon Moakler at the center of $2 million extortion plot after 2 Instagram models filmed the naked boxer engaged in depression. So again, there was some extortion involved in that situation. Not
With kitchen utensils at his home. Kitchen utensils. What kind of kitchen utensils? Kitchen utensils. Yo, I'm a very, very, very imaginative person. Alright? You got the whipping cream thing, right? You got the spatulas, right? You got the flat ends of the spatulas, right? What else can you be doing with kitchen utensils?
No, I don't know. I don't know what the models did. They could have did. I don't know the models.
And by the way,
Hey, listen, man, it's just the price of doing business, man. Now, do I feel like Wack 100 may have put the Great West Coast press on Oscar De La Hoya, you feel me? Right, may have squeezed him a little bit. I don't know, maybe, all right, maybe. Well, what I would say if I'm Wack 100, bruh, I'm done answering questions about extortion, y'all. I'm not going on no more platforms, bruh, where y'all asking me about extortion. Because what this does is now creating a public narrative. Because what happens is this. Once it's out there and Wack starts to explain himself, people begin to go back and find certain archives. And when they go back to find certain archives now, what happens next now? They begin to post the clips. The clips begin to go viral. All right, now the feds is watching, police is watching. So if I'm Wack, bro, I'm just cutting it off, right? Now, Wack will tell academics that him asking about extortion is him preying on his downfall, which I don't think academics is preying on Wack 100 downfall, man. I just want to.
He got a point, though. He got a point. Because it's like, bro, you know what's going on. Y'all need to stop asking these questions, son.
Be clear.
let me ask this question because, you know, now that we see with them requesting from Adam, right? They requested that cease and desist with Big U, and that was centered around Nipsey, or a conversation around Nipsey. Since they're talking about extortion, and I'm just trying to have you clear it up. Because some people might be like, well, how come Wack ain't get picked up when Wack was talking about Nipsey on tape? A chick with another man, and they got the secret tape. Wack got mad secret tapes, and he
That's
basically he threatened to put it out, or not threatened to put it out, but he has.
Wait, slow down, see there, y'all go again.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Wack 100 right now, like currently, is extorting anybody. I feel like Wack 100 is a pretty smart guy, and Wack 100 knows, bro, like, yo, that extortion stuff don't fly, which is why I believe Wack 100 has been able to sort of elevate, and Big U is currently in the situation he's at. It feels like Wack 100 adapted, Big U didn't really adapt. Now, the biggest obstacle the Wack 100 faced when, you know, with these extortion claims is, like, Wack 100 has been pretty vocal about how him and Big U was really close at some point. So when you have people like Hassan Campbell who really wants Wack 100 off the streets, yo, Hassan Campbell wants Wack 100 in jail. So when you have people like Hassan Campbell doing videos where they say, yo, you and Big U was really close. If Big U was doing this, then you was doing this too. Bro, Hassan Campbell made a video yesterday where Hassan Campbell would say that he has proof and
He back out, yo. He back out. Yo, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to go check that out. He back. Yo, this thing bringing out everybody, huh? Bringing everybody out the woodworks. Everybody got something to say. And you know what's crazy though? Like they could still get not Big U, Wack 100 if all this is true, because even if he didn't actually take part in certain things, he had knowledge of mad crimes and didn't say nothing, apparently, right? Or maybe he did. Maybe that's why he ain't get touched yet. Who knows?
Audio of Wack 100 admitting to providing firearms to Crips for them to go to war with each other. And yo, when I seen that, bro, I say, yo, we've gotten to a point where the street dudes are no longer trying to fight it out or shoot it. Bro, they're no longer trying to get it out the streets, bro. Street dudes are now trying to out-police each other. They're now trying to get their ops in jail. For Hassan Campbell to post audio like this about Wack 100, I think is pretty insane.
Right. Talking, bro. They be talking, bro. Them same niggas you talking about when they went to war, guess who they had to come see to get their tools, bro? Big U all up. Wack. Crip nigga gotta come see me. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they go to war with each other, so I don't give a fuck. Them niggas kill each other all day long. You know what I'm saying?
That is insane, bro. That is insane. That is insane. Why would you ever say that on the phone if you're in that kind of life? That is insane. That is insane. That is insane. What? I don't care. If I'm in that life, I don't care, bro. If we not in the same room together, not even a room. Like, for real, not even a room. Like, we gotta go on a walk somewhere, right? We gotta go on a walk. We gotta go on a kayak, right? We go on a kayak, we go on a lake. We gotta go out there. We gotta go to an Airbnb, last minute booking, some random place in the sticks before we talk about anything. What is you doing on the phone? And these supposed to be pros. I'm a civilian and I know better. What is we doing?
That be crip on crip shit.
Do y'all realize that Wack 100 was on tapes talking about selling guns to the gun? He was saying he sold guns to the Bloods and the Crips and instigated gang wars for them to kill each other.
Well, that isn't what he said. He said Big U, and then he said, well, I mean, yeah, okay, but you could divulge it like that. But he said, he would give to the Crips, and they will fight against each other. That's what he said, and he mentioned somebody's name.
How did y'all forget that? Did y'all forget that when Wack 100 was bragging and talking about Big U and those wiretaps?
This is nasty work, bro. Yo, the streets is done, man. If you can't out muscle or out physical or out gangster your out, man, you gotta out police him, man.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. If y'all want to watch the rest of this, you know where to find it. It's your boy Poetic Flacco, right? Just head over there, drop a like, drop a subscribe. I'm telling you, this boy been killing it. He been running it up. Yo. This whole situation is insane. But shout out to him though.